Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a beautiful brand new Tuesday morning, and welcome to a brand new day in your life. It's good to be here with you this morning on The Mystic's Heart. This is your show host, Denise Iwaniw, and just fresh in. Well, not too fresh in, actually. I guess I arrived last night at about midnight from the On the Road to Heaven tour with Sandra Herrick. Good morning, Rob. Good to see you this morning. And thank you, Rob, for tuning in straight away. Good to see you. Good to see you this weekend, hopefully, at Angelology. So anyway, I flew in last night, got here back home at around midnight from an exquisite 4 days in New England, in Vermont, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Massachusetts. It was a fantastic time. We had so much fun. Thank you to Sandra Herrick and to Brenda Edwards, Polly Jo LeBay, Meg Anutto for coming out and joining in all of the classes and the galleries and all of the good fun that we had. We had so much fun this weekend. We worked our tails off every day. And at the same time, we also had time to play, including a pre-celebratory birthday party for Sandra Herrick's 70th birthday. That doesn't happen until the 26th. But about 15 to 20 of us got together on Sunday night to begin the festivities for her as she enters into her 7th decade. So that's pretty exciting. And here I am back at it. Good stuff. So, Rob, if you would be so kind as to share this, that would be fantastic. And those of you that are watching, if you would just let me know that you are live and on air and with me, that would be great. We're going to draw cards this morning. And let me just put a note up on the screen very quickly. Here we are. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Put a little note. Hello, Erin. It's good to see you. Hey, Jennifer. I just like to see who's all here. All of my friends and relatives and peeps, and had a really good time with the horses this past weekend because, you know, New England is a lot about horses. A little bit different than in some places because it's very equestrian with the English hunt seat and all of that wonderful stuff. And so every day it seemed like I got to play with horses, either great big horses or the small ones. So Tashunka Oyate was very present with me all weekend. And I was asked to sing some sacred songs to a very old horse there in New Hampshire. So we went out to the ranch and found him with his good friend toward the back of the very large paddock, and I sang to him. I sang medicine songs to him so that his passing, when it comes to pass, will be a peaceful one. And that was a privilege, an honor and a privilege to be able to do that and to be asked to pray and to sing with the horses, particularly this one who's getting quite elderly, and they don't expect that he will make it through the winter. So they invited me to come along and to sing. And yeah. Hey, good morning, Sonia. Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of letting everybody find me here, just so that everyone knows from here on out, my shows, the ones that I broadcast, will be live from my pages, Balancing Heaven and Earth or The Mystic's Heart. Both of those pages will now be home to broadcast Walking with Spirit with Neshi and Sandy, and On the Road to Heaven with Sandy. Those will be on those pages as well, so that you can find us very easily right on our page. So if you follow my page, well, then you're stuck with me, aren't you? With these videos rolling through. So anyway, I'm seeing that we have, oh, hi, Jocelyn, Cindy Lynn, Sonia, Aaron, fantastic. Let's get the ball rolling this morning, shall we? And I apologize, boy, I've been up since the crack of dawn at appointments already. And so I just kind of blew in like the wind this morning, plopped my butt down, and here I am with coffee in hand. Thank you, Erin. This one is called a Cosmic Coffee Mug, the Cosmos. It was a gift from Nikki Jorgensen. And the gentleman who creates these with the thought of the cosmos in mind, stardust and all that good stuff. So that's why I use it. Oh, Jacqueline's trying to find us too? Okay. Well, I'd like to say thank you to each and every one of you for hanging in there and coming to find me, right, as we settle into this new way of broadcasting and being. Okay, so while that is all happening, hey, Angie, good morning. I am going to draw a group card. Yay, Jacqueline, you found us. Good. Yes, Tuesday mornings, you will find me now here on the Mystic's Heart page, broadcasting live. And invite your friends, right? Me too, sitting in my RV while the home is getting a new roof. Oh, okay. All right, a new roof. Boy, that's significant, isn't it? Yeah. Good morning, Pam. Hey, from Manchester, United Kingdom. I was just in New England, and we were in Brattleboro. I didn't have to get, I bought my daughter some new riding boots because she's an English hunt seat rider. So we went into Brattleboro, Vermont, and we walked down into Brattleboro, and Lily looked at me and said, Dana, what does this look like? And I said, oh my goodness, it looks like Glastonbury. Looks like Glastonbury. Well, thank you for joining us from Manchester. My husband Todd and I were married 5 years ago in Cornwall. We were married on the Cornish coast there at Camelot Castle Hotel in Tintagel. So the UK is very, very dear and special to me. England is very special to me in that way. All right, everybody. I'm going to draw a group card. Okay, and the card that I drew is from, see if I can get this right this morning, from, there we go, the Spirit of Mythology Empowerment deck. And the reason that I have DeniseIwaniw.com up there is that people are still needing to be made aware of the fact that I've changed my website. I have a brand new website thanks to David Fix, and it's simply DeniseIwaniw.com, which is easy for people to find that way. And if you would like to order a deck of these cards, you can do that from there. But it's the Sasquatch. The Sasquatch. The teaching of the Sasquatch comes from Native North America. Native North America. And yesterday was one of the busiest days in New England because it was Columbus Day. So I did a lot of tongue biting on a couple of occasions. And on a couple of occasions, I spoke about being an indigenous person, or as they call me, a half-breed, talking about Columbus coming to this country. Yeah, so I guess the show really isn't about that today, is it? So maybe I'll talk about that on Balancing Heaven and Earth tomorrow night. But the Yeti comes from Native North America. The Yeti is what we call an ultra-terrestrial being. That is, he's a very, real being that lives there in the ultra-terrestrial regions. There with the Yeti and Nessie, Loch Ness, Nessie, and those sorts of star beings. But the teaching about the Sasquatch, as the elders have taught me, is that Yeti is a star being. He's a star being that is very large and very gentle. The message from this particular card says, walk gently. Walk gently. So we are all being reminded this morning to walk gently on Grandmother Earth, and to walk gently in our own lives, to be gentle with ourselves, to be gentle with one another at this time. Sasquatch and Yeti being these magnificent, very large creatures. We never hear of a Yeti or Sasquatch, coming through from non-physicality into physicality and wreaking havoc or doing anything that's harmful. We simply see that they pass through. So Spirit reminds us that we didn't come here to do anything other than to shine our light and to pass through, leaving our light on the earth plane at this time. So big breath with that one. Hihane washte nami. Hihane washte. Good morning. So walk gently, to be gentle. This morning I had a 7 a.m. doctor appointment, and the doctor said to me, "Oh, you've got toxin in your body. You've got a toxin in your body." And I said, "Well, yuck, what toxin do I have in my body?" And right away, he was able to determine that I have the toxin Roundup in my body. Roundup. So people use Roundup, farmers use Roundup, fruit stand vendors use Roundup. And, it's in the air. It's in the air that we breathe. It's in the land that we walk on. And to think that it doesn't affect our human body and our blood and our health, we're kind of nutty to think that it doesn't. So anyway, I have an antitoxin that I'll now be taking until I can get the Roundup out of my body. And, we don't use Roundup here. We're pretty holistic about things, but it's just a matter of the way things are today in the chemicals that we use in the food industry. Walk gently. Don't use so much Roundup and chemicals. Okay. No chemicals in your mind and emotions either. Here we go. All right. So let me just have a little look-see at what is going on. Okay, Pam. I know it's getting late there where you are, late afternoon. So I'm going to draw a card for you. Sonia's saying, sadly, everyone does. Yes, Roundup is really very, very prevalent at this time. All right. So Spirit says continue to shuffle. All right, Pam. The card that is drawn for you this morning comes from the Mystic Angels Empowerment deck. It's the angel Azrael. Azrael is also associated with the horoscopical sign of Scorpio. So for myself, I'm a quadruple Scorpio. Cindy Lynn is a Scorpio. Azrael is part of our posse, our angelic posse. So Azrael reminds us about our inner mystic. Azrael says, pay attention to the voice within yourself. When was the last time that you sat for a moment and spoke to your guides in spirit, spoke to your angels, spoke to your higher self, to creator, right? To the land of the Holy Spirits, of the Wakam Washte. When was the last time that you did that? And when you did it, did you trust what it was that Spirit had to share with you, or that your own soul or higher self had to share with you? Azrael says, spend time with your own inner guidance. Spend time with your guides, with your angels, and trust. Trust your connection to your guides and your angels and your angelic self. Oh, Pam is a Taurus, so you are an earth spirit or an earth sign. And Taurus people are very, very, very psychic and intuitive. My husband is a Taurus, and while I am the watery psychic sign, he is the earthly psychic sign. So there's a lot of intuition that goes on and in use in this house. So yeah, Taurus. I do very well with the sign of Taurus, with Taurus people. I like them. They're brilliantly honest people, very forthright people. Yeah, it's fantastic. Hey, Jan Francisco. Yeah, we're just, keeping it fresh. So where's Denise this week? Where's Dana? Instead of where's Waldo, where's Dana? Okay, Aaron Camacho. This one is for you. It's the White Eagle teaching. Also from the Spirit of Mythology Empowerment deck. The white eagle. The white eagle teaching comes from Egypt. If we look back in antiquity, that's where we find the white eagle teachings. They're ancient teachings. But for you, what I would say to you, Aaron, is this is white eagle. So we would say Wamblishka, white eagle. And it's the pure white eagle. The pure white eagle. Yeah. And right now the elders, the ancestors, the ancient ones are speaking to you. And those messages have everything to do with the spirit of Wamblishka, the white eagle. Ancient teachings being revealed to you at this time. That's some big medicine. Mary Ellen Schmidt. Mary Ellen is going to be here in, a week and a half, because Amantha Murphy is coming. Amantha Murphy will be here. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for a week of Irish shamanism. And I get to see Mary Ellen for a week. How fun is that? I'm very excited about this. Okay. Hawk. Sandy and I did a few gallery reading groups while we were in New England, and Hawk was the subject of, here's Hawk. From the Animal Totems Empowerment deck, which happens to be completely and utterly sold out at this time. But they will go back into print. They're completely out of print, just like A Year of Mystic Angels. Yeah. Which I'm happy for. I'm so happy that you all enjoy my work, that everything sells out so quickly, but it can be frustrating, I know, for some when things sell out and they need to go back into publication. So for you, Mary Ellen, it's the Hawk. Cheta Oyate. Cheta says, you're seeing the truth of things. Hawk helps us see what is illusion and brings it down to what is the truth, what is real. So when we say to Hawk, Hawk, help me see the truth. Help me to have discernment. We're not always happy with, what we see when everything is peeled away and the truth is revealed. But Hawk says, let's peel away the illusion out of your life, body, mind, spirit, emotions, all of that stuff. And let's get to the crux. Let's see what's really going on in your life. So this is a time of clarity for you. Things are clearing out of your life that do not belong there. People, places, things, situations, conversations maybe that you're having with yourself. Hawk is saying, we're taking away the illusion. We are headed into the time of Scorpio. Right now we are in Libra, headed into Scorpio. So into the time of mysticism, into the time of the thinning of the veils. Right? Some people don't mind living a life clouded in illusion because they think that that's better. I happen to believe that the truth does set us free. It's not always easy. I'm going to take that down for a minute. Hold on. But there you have it. Hawk is with you. Mary Ellen, the energy of Hawk. And for those of you tuning in for the first time, all of these cards come from my Mystic Heart Empowerment deck collection, the Mystic's Heart. There are 4 decks. And each one of them is based on ancient teachings. And yeah, ancient teachings. They're all empowering. And they're inspirational. These are cards of inspiration based on ancient teachings from the animal spirits, from the angelic realm, from the realm of mythology, and the realm of Egypt, the Egyptian. Okay, here we go. Denise Francisco, the goddess Nut, from the mysteries of ancient Egypt. She is fantastic. Hey, Rochelle. The goddess Nut is fantastic because she is the goddess of heaven, the mother of the sky. She is a goddess of abundance. And she reminds us that to everything there is a season. She's like the Egyptian version of Ecclesiastes, right? To everything there is a season. And what she's saying to you, Janice, is this is a time of wonderful abundance for you. It's an abundant time. So when we have abundance in our lives, what is it that we do to increase the abundance or to keep it flowing? We say thank you. We have to be grateful for the abundance in order for more abundance to flow. But having said all of that, the goddess Newt says, remember, everything is in divine timing. Everything is in divine timing. My cousin, Philip Whiteman, he is chieftain of the Northern Cheyenne people up on the Northern Cheyenne Reservation in Lame Deer. And a couple of years ago, I was listening to him speak to a group of youth, and he said it's not so much important to be on time as it is to be in time. To be in time. Sometimes we want to rush to be on time so fast, metaphorically speaking or spiritually speaking, we miss the beauty of being in the flow of time. In the flow of time. So, I don't know why I was compelled to tell you that, Janice, but there you have it. It's about being in time, not necessarily always on time, or what our conception of on time is. Thank you for saying that, Mary. I really appreciate that. Thank you for sharing that you like my cards. David and I we always have so much fun working. 2 weekends ago, we did an artist reception for him. And it was interesting listening to him tell people what it's like to be my business partner. Right? He said, she's so easygoing. And there's always a give and a take, but it's always easy. It's always a flow. And I think that's why everybody loves our collaborative work, because we do give and take. It isn't one way or no way, or it's only this way. Everything is a collaboration. Everything at the Mystic's Heart is a collaboration. And I think you can feel that in the cards and in the books. All right, here we go. All right, Sonia, this one is for you. Well, hello, Merlin. My little Yorkie is in the house. Spirit says continue to shuffle, Dana. So we do until one flies out. And the one that flew out for you is the bobcat. It's the bobcat. The bobcat says know who you are and walk with that. I know who I am. I know who I am. It is amazing how we in our humanity can sometimes let other people determine who we are. Good morning, Erica. Right? All of a sudden, outside influences help us determine who we think we are. And yet, when we really sit with ourselves, we know who we are. Sonia, you know who you are. Walk with that. Don't let other people try to define you or situations define you. You know who you are. Have good boundaries. Be balanced. Know who you are and walk in that. Not what other people want you to be or feel you should be. Be yourself. All right. Cindy Lynn. Seems we all are having a bit of an issue with that this morning. I'm glad we all found her. I'm glad you found me too. I'm really glad. Okay, Cindy Lynn. Oh, this one's for you, darling. The Phoenix. Again, I rise. Right, we're coming into the time of Scorpio. Coming into the time of Scorpio. You are rising like a phoenix. Leave the ashes where they are. Rise up out of them. Rise up out of them. Don't recreate yourself out of the ashes. Rise out of them. Learn from them. There they are. We all have those ashes. Rise out of them. The energy of the phoenix is with you. This is the time for you to be the phoenix, to rise out of the ashes. You weren't consumed by them. You're growing out from them. Hi hane washte chue. Hi hane washte. All right. Mary. Mary, this one is for you. And you're all going to have to try to help me keep track of who I've pulled cards for until we really get into a groove of all of this. Morning, Barbie. All right, Mary. Oh, it's the teachings of Amun-Ra from the Ancient Egypt Empowerment deck. Amun-Ra. Amun-Ra represents the hidden light. So the contemplation, when we're contemplating Amun-Ra, we can contemplate on those two words, hidden light. Amun-Ra is known as the Lord of the Silent. And this is the important part, Mary. It's the metaphor. Upon my breath, I bring ancient wisdom to the light of now. For those with eyes to see and ears to hear, the voice of Amun-Ra can be heard upon the winds and within the dwelling place of silence. His breath gives life to your intuition, Mary, and delivers you to the wisdom of the ancestors. This card is the card of sacred breath. Whenever I pull from my own decks, Amun-Ra, I know that right now at this time and for the next coming days, months, for however long, hopefully forever, you feel that you need to do so. Amun-Ra says, stop and breathe. Consciously breathe. Good morning, Barb. Consciously breathe. When we consciously breathe, what that means is that we breathe in through our nose, we exhale through our mouth. Yeah. And we center ourselves, we're conscious of breath. So Mary, right now, Spirit is saying to you, remember to stop and breathe. And to be conscious of what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're visioning, as you are breathing. Yeah. All right. Rob, this one is for you. It is the Egyptian god Geb. Don't you love this card? It's awesome. All right. Geb is the god of vegetation in ancient Egypt, god of the earth. And I love this teaching that comes from the Book of the Dead. When my belly shakes with laughter, the earth quakes below, which tells us that Geb is a sky god. Geb comes to us from the star nations. Geb is the god of abundance. When we say that the goose laid the golden egg, that's actually an ancient Egyptian teaching. And as you know, Rob, it is very alchemical. The goose has now laid the golden egg. The white eagle has landed, as they say. This is a time of abundance for you. We know that fall is not only harvest time, but it's also planting time. I'll be going out in a week or so and planting probably another 100 bulbs of beautiful flowers out in the enchanted forest and up at the school, which is just up the hill here. So it's a time to harvest. It's a time to sow. Be very conscious, Rob, of what you are sowing. Very important. Because right now is a very auspicious time for you in your prayers and in your thoughts. It was so good to see Brenda Edwards and Polly Jo LeBay and Megan Nutto this past weekend, right? Fellow show host, and Sandy Herrick. Oh my goodness, we had more doggone fun together at all of the events. And horses every day, animals every day. Could it get any better? No. Love coffee, but y'all know that. Okay. Jacqueline, this one is for you. You are welcome. Timely? Good. I'm glad it's timely. Jacqueline, this is Nefertiti. It's hard not to understand that this is Nefertiti. Who doesn't know Nefertiti? Nefertiti. The contemplative word for Nefertiti is joy. Joy. This is a card of joy. Where do you find your joy, Jacqueline? Where do you find your joy? And if you haven't been doing joyful things, Nefertiti says, get on out there and do something that brings joy to your heart, your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul. Get out there and be joyful. We know that Nefertiti was the wife of Akhenaten. And so she was also a queen of Egypt. Her name means the joyful one has come. Nefertiti, the joyful one has come. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Good morning, Dawn. Good to see you. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Oh, hold on for just a moment. I love that we're all friends here so that when the cards fly out of my hand, you're like, oh, there she goes. But Jacqueline, just saying. Good morning, Mary Hanson. Get out there and have some joy. Get out there and have some fun. And Spirit is also letting you know that you are a joy bringer. So Nefertiti. So what do we do with these cards? Like when the show is all done, right? And up next will be Polly Joe that I got to hang out with in Sacred Ceremony this weekend. So then what do you do with what's going on here? Well, if you are a person who likes to meditate, right? In your meditation, meditate upon Nefertiti or the Yeti or whatever card, Azrael. Just meditate with that. Think about it. Be with it. Sit with it. And allow information to come to you, right? Visions, feelings, just sit with the energy. There's a reason that any of these visuals or any of these archetypes are coming this morning. Once somebody said to me, Denise, why did you even create those empowerment cards? Well, because they're reminders. They're like soul reminders. I said to this person, do you ever just go to the Hallmark card store and buy a card for somebody because you feel compelled that you want to send a I'm thinking of you card? Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. Well, these cards are the same thing, only you get to share them with yourself, right? It's like a Hallmark card to yourself, or a greeting card to yourself, I should say. Mm-hmm. So, greeting cards for the self. All right. Good morning, Audra. Good to see you. Let me just scroll down here for a moment. I have not been catching up on any of this. All right. Good morning, Mervyn. Gee, I was at the doctor office this morning, so I didn't get to see your show, but I'll get to see it later on this afternoon after Polly Joe's show. Jennifer Wilson. Guinevere. I call her Guinevere. Okay, Jennifer. The Archangel Chamuel is here for you. Chamuel is the angel of light, the angel of love light. And I'm just going to go off the map here today. Jennifer, I feel like if you were here, I'd give you a big hug and I would say, be good to yourself and love yourself more, would you? Including your thoughts, the way you feel about yourself. I would say to you, love yourself more. You're so good at loving other people. And I feel as though Chamuel is here to help you appreciate the vastness and the light and the radiance of you. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Chamuel. And I would encourage you to do some journeying with Chamuel, Jennifer. Yeah. All right, Tracy Civic. I love my girlfriend, Tracy. The Lamassu is here for you. The Lamassu. The Lamassu legend comes to us from Mesopotamia. Well, there's an old culture, isn't it? Mesopotamia. The Lamassu says this, Tracy, as the gatekeeper, Lamassu is the gatekeeper. Healthy boundaries are required at this time. Healthy boundaries are required at this time. So whatever healthy boundary needs to be tightened up or put in place, Spirit is here to say, if you need a little help with that, call upon the spirit or the energy of Lamasu or Lamasu to help you with that. But this is about boundaries. We're needing some boundaries here, my love. All right. Mervyn, Nellie, Kelly. The angel Kamael is here for you. Kamael is associated with the sign of Aries, the confident. Kamael says to you, Mervyn, would you please be confident in yourself and who you are? Be confident in yourself, who you are, the gifts that you share, the talents that you have. Kamael says, you've got it. Step up to the plate and be confident about it. Be confident. If you're feeling unconfident, call on Kamael. Yeah. Kendall, this one is for you. Thank you for joining. Oh, okay. This is the card of Michael, the Archangel. Kendall, the Archangel Saint Michael is walking with you. Michael, the angel of strength, the angel of courage, the angel of balance, the angel that helps us to pass through the dark night of the soul back into the light of day, and asks the question, and what did you learn while you were there in the darkness? What did you learn in the darkness? What did you see? What did you feel? Spend some time with Michael, Kendall. That is a potent, potent angel. Angie. This card, you can see how well used my cards are. I mean, I use them all the time. I travel with them. This is the Flower of Life card. It's one of my favorites, the Flower of Life. And I'm just going to read this to you, Angie. And I'd like you, wherever you happen to be, you're probably in the office right now, just to listen to the words that I'm going to read to you. And I'm going to ask everyone else to read this or to listen to this. Hey, Meg. Your human body is light made manifest in flesh. Your very essence is a precious facet of the one light that shone brightly from the beginning, became and continues to shine throughout the vastness of the cosmos. Angie, you have always been, and you shall always be. Your life, like a thread of light in a sacred and ancient tapestry weaving, contributes to the overall tapestry of life. Your life and its message matters. You were woven by the Master. You were created from love. Your soul is eternal, changing only in shape and form throughout the ages. Your fragrance is that of the immortal love of the Creator brought forth from the garden of light. Live without fear, Angie. Live without fear. Live with love. Live with love. That sacred geometrical pattern is precious, precious, precious. Good morning, Jocelyn. We were woven by the Master, breathed into existence by the light of love. It's a beautiful teaching. Good morning, Jocelyn. Nikki Jorgensen. The white buffalo, Tesawi. The white buffalo calf woman is here for you. That teaching, sacred teachings are here for you. The teaching of Tesawi for you is this: walk in balance. Walk in balance right now. If you are out of balance, Nikki, take a deep breath, sit for a half a second, and bring yourself back into balance. Ask White Buffalo Calf Woman Tesawi to be present with you, and she will be. Sometimes we just get discombobulated. I do. I get discombobulated, and I have to sit for a minute. Somebody asked me this weekend, Denise, what do you do when you're out of sorts? Well, I pray. I pray. sometimes with my chanupa, sometimes wherever, sometimes you can't have my pipe with me. I can't have my pipe with me, so I just pray. Yeah. Good morning, Shirley Ann. All right. Elise, I love this card. It is the Swan Maiden. The Swan Maiden from the Mythological Empowerment deck. The Swan Maiden comes to us from Scandinavia. So for those of you with Scandinavian roots, this Valkyrie Shield Maiden is part of the ancestral teachings. Let's see if I can get it close enough. I'm getting used to working this close to a screen. The message for you, Elise, is you are divinely protected. Know that. If something is frightening you, call upon the Swan Maiden. Call upon your guardian angels, Creator, to be with you. But for some reason, the inspiration for you this morning is to know that you are divinely protected. I would do a little journeying with the Swan Maiden. Yeah, very important at this time. Jocelyn, the unicorn is here for you. Oh, Nikki's saying you're right on. Tears. Oh, I'm sending you a hug. Sometimes we know the message is spot on because the tears come. When somebody says to me, just sometimes when I'm around you, Dana, the tears just come. What is that about you? Well, I don't think it's about me. I think it's about the synergy and spirit being present and a realization. Yeah. All right, Jocelyn, the unicorn. Oh, that reminds me. The Mystic's Heart 2018 calendars are ready for purchase. And I will find out from David Fix, the artist himself, when those will be on the website. They should be there anytime soon. They are spectacular. We got a preview at his artist reception. Oh my goodness, they are amazing. So the calendars are ready to rock and roll with 100% of the proceeds going to Gathering Thunder Foundation. Jocelyn, the unicorn represents your inner light. The unicorn says to you, let your light shine. Let your light shine. Even if you are dog tired and you don't think you've got another ounce of light to even light up nothing, the unicorn says, just be, just breathe. Sometimes we don't feel all shiny, like we're going to get out there and really shine. Sometimes we just have to sit and be in contemplation and in breathing even. Being mindful, our light shines. Unicorn, inner light, the inner temple, the temple within light. Let it shine. And breathe. And breathe. And when you're breathing and meditating and getting in touch with your inner light, invite the presence of unicorn, of that archetypical energy to be with you, Jocelyn. It is so needed at this time. Boy, is it needed at this time. All right. Chue, Delmarie. The Pegasus card is here for you. The Pegasus says, let your creative genius flow. Let it flow. I feel as though, there's something new coming to you to create. I feel like there's something new in your creative genius that's going to be expressed in your beadwork. And Spirit is saying, let it go through. Let it flow. Let it flow. Apply that. And also, I need to talk to you, Chue, at some point about beading another chanupa bag for me. I need a larger one for my horse chanupa, the ceremony chanupa. I need to talk to you about that. Got to give Chue Barbara a call today and see how she is doing. All right, Cheryl, this one is for you. It is the teaching that comes to us from Egypt. This is the Egyptian god Ptah. Ptah, and I love this teaching. He is the Lord of power, life, and stability. And I love this metaphor. Good morning, Marianne. Ptah conceives the world by the thought of his heart and gives life through the magic of his word. This is a card that reminds us, what are we thinking? What thoughts are filling our head? And what are we saying? What words are we speaking? How are we speaking them? How are we emailing them? How are we texting them? What thoughts are coming through us into expression? Ta says, be mindful of your thoughts, your words, your actions, because thoughts are very creative. They're very alchemical, as are words, as are text messages, emails. We need to be very clear and concise in all of that, and including what we say to ourselves. Mary Ann. Mary Ann, this one is for you. Oh, the Kokopelli. The Kokopelli is a very fertile deity, the bringer of the rains. This is a fertile time in your life. This is a card of gratitude. Your prayers hopefully include right now a lot of gratitude. Thank you for the abundance in my life and for the abundance that continually flows into my life. Thank you. Thank you is, I believe, the most potent prayer in all of the universe. Whether we say, Wo Pilatonka Tankashala, or we say, thank you, God, for this day, or thank you, universe, for all of the beauty and abundance in my life, that is a potent prayer. This is a beautifully abundant time in your life, Mary Ann. Spirit says, just remember to say thanks. And thank you for saying thanks. Right? It's about gratitude. Gratitude begets more things to be grateful for. That's what I happen to believe. Rochelle. The Sun-Faced Kachina is here. This happens to be my favorite from the mythology deck. The Sun-Faced Kachina teaching, of course, comes to us from native North America. The Sun-Faced Kachina is the light bringer and the life bringer. This card says to you, Rochelle, stand in the light. Stand in the light, and stand in the light of who you truly are. Stand in the light of who you truly are. Stand outside, inside, and ask the light to bathe you. Good morning, Spirit. Good morning, Creator. Good morning, Sun. And bask in the light of the sun. The sun is there, whether the clouds are over it or not. The sun is there. Whether or not we want to acknowledge that is entirely up to us. So this is a card that says stand in the light. Breathe in the light. If your body is having pain, breathe. Breathe in light into that place of discomfort. Body, mind, spirit. Yes, be in the light. Stand in the light. Shine, baby. Shine. Good morning, Margot, you beautiful thing. Neshi is helping some of our show hosts to produce their shows for the first time before they take off solo for themselves. I was working with Sandra Herrick this past weekend, and I'll be working with Carl and Ortrun. And pretty soon we will all be producing our own shows from our own show pages so that we have complete and utter autonomy and fun with those that subscribe or like our fan page. Morning, Meg. All right. Where was I? Somebody remind me where I was. Okay, let me take a look here. All right. Beautiful. Okay, Hollis. This one is for you. It takes a village. It sure does. And we're all getting there. We sure are. Hollis. The Gargoyle card. Oh, I love the Gargoyle card. The Gargoyle says, victory is yours, Hollis. The Gargoyle is the defender of light. And the Gargoyle says, you are a defender of the light. You walk in the light. You're a light bringer. You're a teacher, a way shower. Victory is yours. Stand in your light, Hollis. You are a light bringer. And sometimes the brightest lights are called to shine in the darkest places. Keep shining anyway. Keep shining anyway. the gargoyle, defender of the light. You are indeed. Jagger, Odin's eight-legged horse. The Sleipnir is here for you, Jagger. And the Sleipnir says, do not neglect your spirit. Boy, sometimes we can just get so caught up in the world, can't we? We do, because we're having a human experience. And every once in a while, we get these great reminders that said, but what about your soul? What about your spirit? How do you nurture that? What is that like for you? Spirit is giving you a lovely, gentle reminder to continue to nourish your spirit. Yes, Jagger, it's good to have you with us this morning. Thank you so much for being here. Erica. Shuffle, shuffle. Erica. Oh, the goddess Bastet, the goddess of sensuality, the goddess who was the protector of the perfumes, right, for the pharaoh, the protectress of the perfumes. I celebrate my senses through music and dance. This is a sensual card. This says, be authentic in your divine femininity. Be authentic in your passion. If your passion has died down, because it can do that throughout life, Bastet says, let your passions come to life. Feed your passions. Sing, dance, be sensual. Feed your senses. And yes, you'll find your twin flame. But first, we have to acknowledge our own inner passions and walk with that, whatever that is for you. Yes. Oh, hey, Jagger. Well, you got two cards then this morning, Mary Ellen. That's very cool. Do not neglect your spirit. All right. So get out there and get passionate about yourself is all I'm going to say, Erica. And you know what I mean by that. It's time to get your groove back on. Just because you're a mom and a grandmother doesn't mean you don't get to have your groove back or have a groove. All right. Barbie Cornell. Love this card from the Mystic Angels Empowerment deck. It is the Archangel Metatron. Metatron is walking with you, Barbie. And whenever the Metatron card pops up, Metatron says, be prepared because new teachers are coming your way. New teachers. And remember, Barbie, that teachers come in many forms. But new teachings, new teachers are coming to you. Sometimes they're in meditation. Sometimes they're in our dream time. Sometimes they are in our daydream time. But the new teachings are coming, and Metatron is there with you. Metatron was once known as the prophet Enoch. And it's about ascending into the higher wisdoms. Erica's saying, wow, Spirit knows me well. Thank you, Dana. You're welcome, Erica. That's right, honey. Get your groove back on. Love that. Oh, goodness. Okay, Barb Van Leet. Oh, this is a beautiful card. It's the cricket. The cricket. The cricket reminds us that each and every one of us has a sacred song. Each one of us has sacred gifts that we've come here to share, that we've come here to explore and to sing. So Barb, Spirit is saying, you know that song that Creator gave you, that gift and talent that Creator gave you? Get out there and sing it. Get out there and share it. It's time to sing a joyful song. Or in other words, to share your gifts and talents, your medicine. What is that? What have you got? Spirit saying, get out there. The world is waiting. The world is waiting. Whatever it happens to be for you. All of us have different talents. We all have different ways of being in the world and expressing. Yeah. Barbie's saying, I can't hide my light anymore. Thank you. No, you can't. And that's good, Barbie. That's good. So get out there, Barb, and sing your song. Shine, 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 shine. The world is waiting. Been waiting. Yeah. Got this like hair thing going on. Yeesh, I got so much of it, but that's okay. Dawn. Yes, I do talk to myself, by the way. And you all get to see me do it. Oh, oy vey. Oy vey. All right. Spirit says it's this one for you, Dawn. It is the teaching of the scarab from ancient Egypt, the transformer. It's time to celebrate. You've come a long way, baby. You have come a long way, baby. And Spirit is saying, Dawn, it's time to celebrate that you've come a long way. To celebrate who you are, who you've become, and who you continue to become. And if I were you, I would do a little journeying with the scarab. Go into meditation, contemplation, and just invite the image of the scarab to be there. This is a time to celebrate you. How far you've come, where you've been, what you've learned, what you shine. There you have it. Scarab teaching is potent. Margot, you beautiful thing. Margot. Okay. I love Tuesday mornings, everybody. Thank you for tuning in with me. All right, here we are. It is the teaching of Iktomi, the spider Iktom. And what she's saying, Margot, is this. Some things are being rewoven in your life. Some things are unraveling in order to be rewoven. Welcome it. Because whatever is being unwoven is going to be rewoven into the absolute perfection of what needs to be woven at this time. So go with the flow of that, Margot. Go with the flow. Let it unweave and let it reweave. Reminds me of our wonderful Amantha Murphy. If you have not checked out starnations.org, we've got a couple of events coming up here at the Academy. We have Amantha Murphy with Irish Shamanism, Ancient Irish Shamanism. You can still sign up for that. And my dear friend Minnie Kansman will be having a book signing on November 4th and a day with the elementals here at Star Nations Academy East, out in the Enchanted Forest and in the school. It's going to be a wonderful day. 2 exciting days. Oh, you're welcome, Margot. All right, Mary Hansen. It's the wolf. The teaching of the wolf, Shunkamani Tutanka. Wolf. My life is my legacy. I teach the children well. This acknowledges you as a teacher, Mary. And Wolf says, you're a teacher. Teach the children well. What is your legacy? What would you like your legacy to be? You're leaving a legacy. Teach the children well. So continue to teach, Mary. Be a mentor, somebody that the young people look up to. Teach the children well. The spirit of the wolf, the protector of children and elders. The protector of children and elders. I would ask that you do maybe some contemplative time with the energy of the wolf. Bring wolf in and let wolf guide you on a meditation, a journey, we would say. Minnie Kansman. Minnie and I are taking a group to Italy and Greece next year. We have a couple of seats open. Check it out. Go to DeniseIwaniw.com and to Mystic Travels. Pop right on there. We're getting close to the deadline for registration. We have a couple of seats if you would like to travel to Assisi, Rome, Mykonos, all of Santorini with me and my friend Minnie. I'll tell you, it is always an adventure. This is our 10th year working together, Minnie Kansman and I, at Mystic Travels. Minnie, this one is for you, my love. And there is still time to sign up for a day with the elementals here at the school, November 4th. Minnie, of course it is, the White Heart. From the Spirit of Mythology Empowerment deck, the White Heart says this: let the adventure begin. Let the adventure begin. This has to do, I think, not only with the adventures that you and I bring people on, because we do, but it's also about your adventure west. Your adventure west. Let the adventure begin. The White Hart. Remember that White Hart hotel we stayed at in England the first time that we went in? That keeps popping into my brain as I'm reading this to you. But this is, I'm covered in joyfulness. I'm blanketed in joyfulness for you, Minnie. Absolute joyfulness. You're welcome, Mary. Good. You are a role model for those young people at Ferris State University. Go Bulldogs. My daughter is about to become a Ferris State Bulldog nursing program Bulldog in January. Exciting. Yes. Love it. Kelly Spencer, you beautiful thing. My dear friend Kelly. It's the Ouroboros. Yes, White Heart. Thanks. You're welcome. Minnie is a joy. I agree with you, Margot. I love Minnie. She's like, we work so well together. Again, it's a give and it's a take. And we just do our thing and we do it individually and then we collaborate exquisitely. And I thoroughly enjoy working with Minnie. She's a huge blessing. The Ouroboros is here for you, Kelly. The cycle is complete. You have come to the completion of a cycle and a new cycle is beginning. A new cycle is beginning. End of a cycle, new cycle, Ouroboros. So bless what has been, honor what is, and be excited about what's coming because the new cycle, hold on to your hat. That's all I can say about that. Yes, Minnie, I love you, of course. We work well together. 10 years is a long time to be in business with somebody and to continue to look forward to being in business, right, is extraordinary. And when I just love her. So there you go. All right. Now I drew this card. And let me see who I drew it for. I drew it for Meg as we're getting ready to wrap up and to go over to Chakra Sessions with Polly Jo LeBay. But Meg, it was so good to see you, Meg Nutto, and your son, Alex. Oh, my goodness. They're at the Unitarian Universalist Church. Oh, my. Meg, I am still laughing about our conversation in the church hall. You know what I'm talking about. Meg, how come churches all smell the same? What is that? Anyway, I'm still chuckling about that. The Thunderbird is here for you, Meg, and the Thunderbird says to you, my love, stay on your path. Stay on your path. Just stay on it. Do not veer. Stay on the path. Oh my goodness, we did have some chuckles about that, didn't we? All right, Katie Battle. The Griffin is here for you, Katie, and the message for you is be brave. Be brave, baby. No shrinking, none of that business. Be brave. That's what I want to say to you. And where am I up in here? Let me have a little look. I'm getting used to all of this as we wrap it up for the day. If you go over to Chakra Sessions with Polly Jo, there it will be. Joan, here we are with you, my love. This is the card that pops up for you. It is the Archangel Ariel. It's about Earth. Joan, you are being called to go spend some time outside with Grandmother Earth. To be with Grandmother. Yeah. Ariel is an earth angel. Yeah. Meg Thunderbird says, stay on your path. Don't be veering off of it. Don't let anybody convince you to go where it is you're not supposed to go. Thunderbird says, nope. Stay where you are at this time. No floating around. All right, last one. Margaret. Last card for the day. It is the Water Dragon from the Spirit of Mythology Empowerment deck. The Water Dragon says your sixth sense is heightened at this time. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to your intuition. Trust it. Whatever's going on, you got a feeling going on, Margaret? Spirit says trust your feeling, trust your gut. Our intuition shows us the way. When our heart and our mind are balanced, and mind, heart are balanced, our intuition is superb. Superb. Pay attention to it. Trust it. Honor it. All right. With that, everyone, thank you for finding me here on the Mystic's Heart fan page. Or, yeah, the Mystics Heart fan page. I kind of think of it as like a group page, a gathering page, a community page. Let's call it the Mystics Heart community page on Facebook. This is where I will be broadcasting from every Tuesday morning now. And on Wednesday evening, tomorrow night, it'll be me in my living room with Balancing Heaven and Earth on the Balancing Heaven and Earth community page here on Facebook. But right now, over at Chakra Sessions, it's Polly Jo LeBay with Chakra Sessions. You don't want to miss it. I know I'm not going to. So for now, everybody, peace out. Get out there and shine your light. Blessings be, everyone.